All right. Well, I'm going to talk to myself in case someone watches the replay because all silent waiting for people to show up. It's kind of boring. And then sleep very well, get up, try to stay up, go back to bed, get up, try to stay up, go back to bed. I know why. I fixed it. It's totally my fault. I haven't been very good taking care of my health, so I paid the price, but now hopefully I'll be back to kind of normal in a day or two. So I'm just gonna work on my tank top. Don't know how a live on a Friday morning is gonna go over. It's gonna be a dream or it's gonna be a lead balloon. I'll give it a few minutes and see. I'm gonna open myself on mute on YouTube as well. Someone shows up that I know, I'll make them mod. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna open my feed and put it on mute. And I'm gonna go back here. I'm using Kobu for my shirt. I love Kobu, and I'm repeating myself and saying some people ate it because it's pretty, but that's only because they're using the wrong hook. I'm trying to keep my replay viewers entertained while I wait for people to show up. And yay, I have one person, except it's me on the YouTube tab. So, hi, me. Now you're doing as sleepy as I am. If I'm going to talk to myself, might as well dress myself. Hi, Frenchie. Oh, but what else is new in my life? Not much since yesterday. I did stream a live yesterday. I guess most people are working. That's okay. I'm just gonna hang around and crochet and I need to find a public domain short story book or something that I could read while I wait so that it's not dead silence in the beginning, and maybe someone watching the replay will hang around a little bit. Well, let's see if I can find something interesting. Project Gutenberg. I wonder if, because if it is, I'll be happy, happy, happy. Search. I'm trying to think. It might be. It is. All right. I'm going to read Anne of Green Gables by Lucy Maud Montgomery. So let's see, I'm going to have the synopsis here. Release date, well, that's the Project Gutenberg copy. Was released as an ebook in 1992, was updated June 23rd, 2021. Okay, well, that's recent. It's in English. And I actually don't have the real original publishing date. Intro. There we go. All right. Anne of Green Gables by Lucy Maud Montgomery. Chapter 1. Mrs. Rachel Lynde is surprised. Mrs. Rachel Lynde lived just where the Avonlea Maiden Road dipped down into a little hollow, fringed with alders and ladies' eardrops, and traversed by a brook that had its source away back in the woods of the old Cuthbert place. It was reputed to be an intricate, headlong brook in its earlier course through those woods, with dark secrets of pools and cascades. But by the time it reached Lynn's Hollow, it was a quiet, well-constructed little stream, for not even a brook could run past Miss Rachel Lynde's door without due regard for decency and decorum. It probably was conscious that Mrs. Rachel Lynde was sitting at her window. I'm just going to go sideways here. Was sitting at her window, keeping a sharp eye on everything that passed, from brooks and children up. And that if she noticed anything odd or out of place, she would never rest until she had ferreted out the whys and wherefores thereof. There are plenty of people in Avonlea and out of it who can attend closely to their neighbor's business by dint of neglecting their own. But Mrs. Rachel Lynde was one of those capable creatures who can manage their own concerns and those of other folks into the bargain. She was a notable housewife. Her work was always done and well done. She ran the sewing circle, helped run the Sunday school, and was the strongest prop of the Church Aid Society and Foreign Mission Auxiliary. Yet, with all of this, Miss Rachel found abundant time to sit for hours at a kitchen window, knitting cotton wrap quilts. She had voices and keeping a sharp eye on the main road that crossed the hollow and peninsula jutting out into the Gulf of St. Lawrence, with water on two sides of it. Anybody who went out of it or into it had to pass over that hill road and so run unseen gauntlet of Mrs. Rachel's all-seeing eye. She was sitting there one afternoon in early June. The sun was coming in at the window, warm and bright. The orchard on the slope below the house was in a bridal flush of pinky white blooms, hummed over by a myriad of bees. Thomas Lind, a meek little man whom Avonlea people called Rachel Lind's husband, was sowing his late turnip seeds on the hill field beyond the barn, and Matthew Cuthbert out to have been sowing his own on the big red brook field away over Green Gables. Miss Rachel knew that the out to Miss Rachel knew that he out too because she had heard him tell Peter Morrison the evening before in William J. Blair's store over at Carmody that he meant to sow his turnip seed the next afternoon. Peter had asked him, of course, for Matthew Cuthbert had never been known to volunteer information about anything in his whole life. Right, someone came in and out. Let's continue. I guess I won't continue this very long. It's Friday morning stream not working. Check. I'll finish the chapter and leave it at that, I guess. And yet, here was Matthew Cuthbert at 3:30 on the afternoon of a busy day, placidly driving over the hollow and up the hill. Moreover, he wore a white collar and his best suit of clothes, which was plain proof that he was going out of Avonlea. And he had the buggy and the sorrel mare, which betokened that he was going a considerable distance. Now, where was Matthew Cuthbert going, and why was he going there? Had it been any other man in Avonlea, Miss Rachel, deftly putting this and that together, putting this that and that together, might have given a pretty good guess at both questions. Hello? Welcome. I was just reading Anne of Green Gables until somebody showed up. To keep the replay watchers entertained while nobody was here. All right, bye then. And he played. But Matthew was so rarely went from home that it must be something pressing and unusual which was taking him. He was the shyest man alive and hated to have to go anywhere among strangers or to any place where he might have to talk. Matthew, dressed up with a white collar and driving in a buggy, was something that didn't happen often. Miss Rachel, ponder as she might, could not make nothing of it, and her afternoon enjoyment was spoiled. Oh, hi, Amelia. Sorry, I thought whoever was here left. I'm good. I was just filling out airtime with Anne of Green Gables while I waited. One of my favorite books, and it's public domain, so I'm allowed to read it on the air. Are you still here with me? Because it shows one person, and I know I'm on a YouTube tab, so I'm not sure if it's me or you. And there's Missy saying good morning. I tried to look up as often as I could to make sure I didn't miss anybody, so. Hi, there you are. Here's Missy. She's purring a little belly off. So what's up with you? And I'm gonna write all my live stream friends down so I know where they're from. I get an idea of the time zones and everything. So, where do you live, Amelia? I might have asked you before, but this time I'm writing it down. I'm also going to write down where I was in my book so I can continue next time from there. I'm making a tank top for my oldest daughter. She um she saw the one I made for her sister, and her sister wasn't wearing it, so she stole that one. But then she decided she wanted to give it to her friend for her birthday because she hadn't had time to shop for it. So she asked me to make another one to replace it. South Bronx, New York. All right, so you're just an hour behind me. There we go. NYC. I'm in New Brunswick, Canada. Yeah, the white one. You've seen it. Yeah. I'm having difficulties making progress with it because I keep making mistakes in the lace pattern and having to frog it, which is the story of my life. Hey, Stephanie, how you doing? My repeat customers, my repeat visitors. You missed my reading of Anne of Green Gables. Was filling out the dead air until somebody showed up. I don't know who else does live in the morning other than Triple C. So, how's the weather over there? Here it's a little drabby and cold. They had forecasted extreme weather, but we didn't get it. Thank you, Amelia. So what did you guys have for breakfast? I had a sausage and egg sandwich on an everything bagel with some avocado and coffee. Yeah, thank you. I need the positive Crojo here so I can stop making mistakes and actually get her done. Yeah, pretty much similar here. Not so hazy, though. I think it's too cold for haze. Yeah, what are they saying it is today? It's cold in my room for once. That felt good. 14C, that's about just a smidge under 60, I think. (14C)2F. Hey, I was right. A smidge under 60. It's 57.2. I'm good at guesstimating sometimes. Any plan on what to eat then? The smoke, haze, and smell, huh? Yeah. We keep going back and forth between air quality statements here from the fires in West Ontario. We're good now, but there's a few hours a day where we get air quality watch. That's just terrible, all those fires. Well, yeah, it's hard to know what you want to eat when you're not hungry. It's like they say hunger is the best sauce. You saying hello, Missy? Or are you just hanging out? Yes, I have Missy this morning and she's purring up a storm. And as soon as I say that, she stops. So, hello. If there's anyone else here, feel free to lurk if that's what you want to do. Thank you, Amelia. So, just thank you for hanging out with me and giving me hours or view time. Not necessarily an hour, but yeah, she's my beautiful kitty. Are you my beautiful kitty? Yeah, she doesn't care. And where's her mom? I don't know where her mom's hanging out. Her mom's she's a tortie. I have yet to catch her snoring. Every time she starts snoring, I turn on the camera, she stops. Typical. So other than that, I've had Missy since she was a kitten. Her and her mom were strays under an abandoned house. All the other kittens were gone. Neighbors said that some were picked up. She wasn't sure if they all survived and were picked up or some of them didn't make it. We don't know. But by the time we found them, it was just Bella and Missy. And the friend I was living with, we decided that she was going to take Bella and I was going to take Missy. And Bella just never took to my friend and her family. She was always with me. So when I moved, we decided it was best for them if I took them both. And that's why I have two cats instead of just Missy. And the day I moved out, this little lady here went to hide and I couldn't find her. So I moved with just Bella. And yeah, we kind of got proven really quickly that separating them would have been a bad idea. Because Bella was completely depressed until we finally caught Missy and brought her in. Bella untypically doesn't like being under blankets. You know, like a cat will run to the bed when you make it to hide under the blankets. Never did that. Never liked it. I tried to do it on purpose. She'd run away. For 3 days she was here. She didn't eat and hid all day under my blankets in my bed. So we were right to not separate them because that would have been very, very sad for Bella. And as soon as Missy showed up, that whole hiding, depressed behavior stopped completely. So yeah, we were right. Yeah, well, she can be a pain in the butt sometimes. The last 3 or 4 days, I don't know why. I've been here 5 years. Yeah, no, 18, March 18, 19, 20, 20, 3.5 years. I've been here 3.5 years. And she'd never done that before. And lately she started scratching at the front door. And I don't know why. Because she knows where her food is and she usually scratches at the entrance closet door because that's where her food is. And now she scratches the front door. I have no idea why. Unless the neighbor's got a cat, but I don't think so. It's kind of not supposed to be a pet friendly building. But when I signed up for it, I just said, like, I can't pass this opportunity up because this is a subsidized building. Well, it's a subsidized apartment within the building. And it was a really, really great place for a really, really great price. The building is only like 5 years old. So I really couldn't pass this up. And I said, well, yes, I want to sign it, but I have to wait till I can rehome the cats. And he said I could bring them. So I said, wow, thank you. Thank you so much. It's about the only nice thing he did. Because whatever, I'm not going to get into that. Nothing terrible, but eh, he's a landlord. I think that's enough. This is enough said right there. So other than that, that's what's going on. Any of you have any pets? At this point here, I count every single section I make. So I know right away if there's a mistake and not 4 rows later. They're not very cuddly. Her mom is a little better. She'll come up and have her front half on my lap. And if I could pick her up to cuddle her, she'll stay for 5, 10 minutes. She's all right, but you know, they don't run for my lap every time. But if she wants to get pet, let me tell you that she wants to get pet. 2 dogs, a cat, Bella, Oreo, and Kitty. So Bella is the dog. Oh no. Oh no, I bet you're not. 2 months apart? That's so sad. I'm so sad for you, Stephanie. Purr, purr, purr. Purr, 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 purr. Okay. There she goes. I need to get a mic so I can bring that close when she does that. Everybody loves a purring kitty. Unless I turn on my headphones. Hang on. What's the bet that she's going to stop as soon as it's on? Oh no. Am I still good? Can you hear me? That is just sad. Oh, I can't imagine. And of course she stopped. I'll be ready. Hey Rita, welcome. I don't need the headpiece. Nobody's here. So other than that, what can we talk about? Julie, hello, hello, hello again. Yes, I'm trying this on a Friday morning this time. Trying to find my rare spot of the live free YouTube street. I know Triple C is on, but I figure she has a specific niche. So you missed my reading of Anne of Green Gables at the beginning. I tried to find a public domain book to read at the beginning, waiting for people to show up. I know, and she told me, "Oh, I'm only on. Don't worry, I'm only on for a few minutes." Typical Lisa. I'm telling you, that woman lives on Venus because a few minutes is 10 hours in her world. Every single time. Oh, cool. Happy mail for somebody? Or something you sold or what have you? Anybody want to come up? Make it a little more interesting. Not Triple C, Lisa's Crochet, and Cindy the Canadian Crocheter A. Although Triple C, her evening podcasts are pretty long too. But Triple C is on in the morning for a craft along, and then in the evening with her husband, which I like to watch for a few minutes, but it's a bit of a sensory overload. I love her. She's fun. She's kind. She loves to help other podcaster get subscribers. But like her broadcast is Lisa's Crochet. She's Canadian. She's a friend of mine, but her channel is Lisa's Crochet. She talks fast and she has a lot of night bots in her feed in the evening, and that in the Zoom background, and it's just too busy. It's too fast. The chat goes fast. She goes fast, and I do like her. That's just what makes me sad that I can't watch her show any longer because with my ADD, it's just a complete sensory overload, and I have to leave. But I always do go in, throw a like, stay for 5-10 minutes, and then leave because my brain just can't handle it. And also Cindy, the Canadian crocheter. Hey, wait, I can drop links. I'm the host. I'm the boss. They're probably sleeping right now because they probably got off at like 10, 8, 7, like 3 or 4 hours ago. So, load, load, load. Copy, copy. Paste. That's Lisa's. And this is Cindy. Yeah, they're fun. They're really funny. They have lives together that are just a few minutes long. Just a few minutes long. But I love them. It's funny. And you know what you're getting into when you walk into Lisa's live and she said, I'm only here for an hour. You know what you're getting into. Norway. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, just 30 minutes. Yeah, not won't give me long. Oh, I didn't write down where you were from, Rita. Where are you originally from? Ah, yeah, eventually that's where it comes to, eh? Here, Julie, let me. Oops, mod. Oh, you are a mod already. Good. Okay. So you can drop links to. Yeah, I bet she does. Oh, sorry to hear that. Well, that's good. That's important. Thank you, Amelia. Oh, yeah, that'll be nice. Hello, hello. If there's anybody lurking, that's fine. Thank you, and drop me a like. All right, Julie. Have fun at the post office. That's always hootenanny over there. Oh, that's good to hear. Yeah, we're doing pretty good here. There's other places in Canada who are having other waves, but I dread to think what's going to happen when the Olympians come back. I mean, they'll be isolated and everything, but that shouldn't have happened. It's already getting bad again in Japan, so I don't know. But here in New Brunswick, is it today's the 30th? Yeah. So tonight at midnight, we're going full open, full green, no restrictions, which I'm a little wary about. I think at the very least we could have still mask required, but people being who they are, they'd probably throw a hissy fit because masks are so hard and painful to wear. I hate wearing one, mind you, but you know, it's nothing to throw a hissy fit if you're required to do so. Yeah, Rita. You're fortunate to have that opportunity because the restrictions broke a lot of hearts. Ouch. Wow. Like a similar population or Sweden and Norway? Oh, you've had it, did you? Oh, no. Yeah, I think though Norway is a little bit less dense population, is it not? But it's such a huge difference though, even accounting for that. And yet people still deny that it works. We're closing to 65% fully vaccinated here, and there hasn't been any hospitalizations in, oh my God. I mean, there we only have 6 in the hospital here. We're just under 1 million. Hold on. Just hold on here. My phone's not picking up. Give me a second and I'll open the door for you. There you go. It's the delivery. Oh, Norway closed down. No one in at all. Sweden was with open arms. Yeah. Just gonna go get my package. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Thank you. Sorry about the phone. Wouldn't pick up the nut.
Oh, no worries.
Thank you. Oh, sorry about that. I forgot I had my headphones. Forgot to put myself on mute and that you had the headphones. And now they fell on the floor, so hopefully it wasn't too loud. I guess I can disconnect those now that I don't have a purring cat to let you listen to. There we go. All right, back to computer mic. Am I good? All right. All right, all right. More people in. Welcome. Don't forget to like. Thank you for lurking if that's all you want to do. But yeah, we're very fortunate here. I still think that going full open is a mistake, but I guess we'll see in a couple of weeks. Yeah, no, I don't mind lurking if they want to hear me babble on. It's give me view time, even though it'll be a long haul to ever get to 1,000, but I'm not here to be monetized. I'm here to share what I love and be myself. I want 1,000 subscribers so I can have a community tab and be able to tag people. Other than that, I'm good. But if anything happens and I suddenly get 1,000 views, I'll have a few hours racked up to make it easier. But the more subscribers I have, the more views I have, the faster my hours go up. So it's all good in the end. If people watching me crochet and talk about stupid things is interesting to them, thank you, thank you, thank you for being weird. I love you all. Normal is overrated. I always say that. I'd be a very, very sad person if I was normal. That's the way I go about it. And now Missy is back to the being her demanding little. Yes, pet, 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 pet. Yeah. Other than that, I'm still trying to figure out my little series I'm planning on doing for my videos. I have the big everyday crochet stitch dictionary, and I'm thinking of like practicing all the stitches in it and showing that. I'm not sure how to show it. Not exactly a tutorial style, but more of me trying to make them with like the increases and stuff. Ah, thanks, Amelia. Yes, Tanya. Pat, pat, pat. She's just tapping me because I'm not petting her fast enough. I stopped for half a second. It is. Yeah, I know. So I don't know if I'm just going to do it top down, just like a tutorial, and just fast forward going through the row, or if I'm just going to do it face to face and talk about how I feel, how it's going. Kind of like that Julie and Julia cook a meal from the cookbook per day, and I'm going to try to do a swatch per week from the Stitch Dictionary. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to present it. Okay, I'm ignoring you now. Sometimes when I ignore her, she just comes not on my lap, but on the arm of the chair. To see, like, hello, I am here. Why are you interested in anything else? Because I'm here. That doesn't make sense to me. Still the same tank top. I've been making it and frogging it, and after that, I'm going to make her a cardigan. I'm going to start over. This is the one I was making is not working out. My yarn combination is difficult and temperamental, and it's not working out to a pleasant texture, I don't think. Yeah, exactly. Granny squares or washcloth. If you have 100% cotton, you can practice new stitches using cotton, and after that, they're not wasted on anything because you can use them as washcloth. And there's mistakes in them, your dishes won't care. I mean, this is a pattern, it's just that I know it by heart now. Well, thank you, Amelia. Probably gonna call it Frenchy Tries. And then whatever stitch I'm working now on that particular video. Other than that, I got some yarn coming from Zulily because they sell yarn. It's not a huge discount, but it's a little bit cheaper than retail. Plus, if you spend more than $35, you can divide your payment in two. So 1960s. Oh my God, that would be so interesting. That is something that I would like to collect is old crochet and knitting books. Like pattern books with the pictures and everything. I would love to collect those if I could afford it. Sewing, crochet, embroidery, and sewing. Oh my God, that is absolutely so interesting. If I could find something like that and actually have a place to store it, respectfully, because that is vintage. Just realized something. They consider stuff vintage if it's more than 50 years old. And I turned 50 in January, so I'm vintage. Yay! Oh, that would be awesome. Like, do you have a channel? Do you make videos or just like on Instagram or obviously just the pictures, not the patterns, because I think that would still be copyrighted. That's what I'm going to do from now on. I am not old, I am vintage. Oh, good, yes. That is very, very, very cool. I know Petra over at Petra's Happy Place, her hubby. It's kind of a cool combination because he's like a book collector. He loves books and she loves crochet and sewing and arts and crafts like that. So he started bringing home crochet and knitting books for her so that now it's something they have in common. And she's been showing her books and they're so pretty. Oh my God. I'm already subscribed to you. Is that you? Yeah, it is. I see the logo. 1947. Oh, wow. I'd love to see that, Amelia. doilies and bedspread, and that's so cool. You all know who Coco Cocktail is. She's designing my logo. I can't wait for it to be finished. It's gonna be so cool. Why did I order? Hmm. Yeah, my order from Zulily. Like I said, it's not huge savings, but it's nice to have the option to make two payments. They charge you half the subtotal, the shipping and the taxes on the first one, and it's usually 2 weeks later that they bill you for the second half. But my stuff was on back order, so they dated it a month from my order for my second payment. And I just looked at it, and I have brown 24/7 cotton, and I can't remember why I ordered it. I do remember that. Yeah, she does. Let me find it and drop the link. Hold on. Because I looked it up on my phone. I should have looked it up over here so I could copy paste. No. There. Why are you auto correcting things that are already written correctly? There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. And paste and send. There you go. You should be able to click on it and be opened in a new tab if it works correctly. You're welcome. In here, hold on, I'll make you a mod. Next time you're around, feel free to drop your link. And Amelia, let's see. A blue dress for Amelia, a blue dress for Rita. Ooh, a blue dress for Stephanie. You get a blue dress, and you get a blue dress, and you get a blue dress. You're welcome. Welcome, you're welcome. And I did again. Yeah. If anybody's just coming and going and I have people gone and new people in, thank you. Did you forget? No, I just double crocheted over my lace section. Because I just kept going and going and instead of stopping to do my pattern. Kind of get in the groove when you're double crocheting. Yeah, me too. Purple. Purple, purple, purple. I love purple. Every time I buy something, it's in purple. This is the one I'm doing here. Oh yeah, I was gonna show my work in progress for my logo. There, Amazon delivered. I know. That's not it. That's my pathetic attempt. There we go. It's still a concept. It's still in concept approval, so it's probably going to be a little bit different. So that is going to be my logo, and I love it already. Yeah, I don't wear too much purple because then I look like Barney the dinosaur. Yeah, I've always tend to gravitate towards neutrals when I dress. I rarely went with pattern, and then one day I was at Pennington's and it was customer appreciation day, so they had a personal shopper there. Convinced me to try on a more colored shirt, although it was still fall colors. It was still like an autumn palette. So it was still within my comfort zone. And it's a very, very nice shirt. So that was a cool thing to do. That's not it. I can't wait till it's done and I can start using it. Ah, yeah, and I can see how that would be tricky. That's good. Ah, there we go. Now I'm on track. Yeah, well, it's good to keep an open mind. I mean, like some people say, I don't care about fashion at all. I wear what I want. I don't care if it looks good or not. And then, you convince them to just try. You don't have to buy it. Put it on, look at yourself in the mirror, put it away if you don't like it. And then they're kind of like, wow. Because I don't know. I was having that discussion here with, I think it was on Petra's channel. She was talking about color theory and stuff, and like the whole thing in the 90s where you had these um fashion advisor with all the swatches and putting the swatch across the face to see what looked good and what matches your complexion and everything. And someone was kind of complaining that you shouldn't care about that. It's not what you wear that matters, it's who you are inside. But if you're completely washed out, and it just reflects on how people interact with you. And it's not a matter of fashion, it's just a matter of you're going to be interested. If you look at art, you're going to be interested in something that's harmonized, not something that clashes. And it's more than just fashion. And to them, they had kind of this closed mindedness that all clothes is fashion, and it's wrong to care about what color you wear and things like that and how it makes you look. And it's just so much more than that. Because if you look, if you're wearing a color that makes you look sick, which happens, like, do you really don't care that it makes you look like you're dying? I don't think so. But anyway, so now that was a fun podcast with Petra. I love me Petra so much. She's one of my favorites. I missed her this morning because I was just too tired. So yeah, exactly. Some colors just wash you out and make you look like you're dying. And it doesn't matter what color you wear. It's just fashion. No, it's not. Let's see, what else can we talk about? It's Friday. I don't know. I need to learn how to plan these things. Well, I have my YouTube content planner now, so maybe I should just start using it. Yeah, I'm just so happy I found her. I usually visit her every morning. Yeah, I just have been neglectful of my health myself, so I know how I'm feeling right now is completely my fault. I have I don't have a thyroid anymore because I did have hyperthyroidism. 25 years ago. Oh my God. 25 years ago. Wow. Half my life. Yeah. Blows my mind sometimes when I think about something like that and realize how far ago it was. But yeah, so I had hyperthyroid and I had that um, irradiated. So I have to take replacement hormones. And then one thing led to the other. My prescription ran out, kept forgetting to call the pharmacy to renew it. Then I finally decided to call the pharmacy. It was actually expired, so I should have called my doctor to have it renewed. And call my doctor. She's closed until August 9th. So I had to call the pharmacy back. Says, yeah, we can extend it ourselves, but there's a $15 fee. If you call the after hour clinic, they can give you a short term extension for free. So I tried to do that. They were closed. And then I tried to do that. And they wouldn't answer. And then I forgot. And then I let go a couple of more days. And I was just getting more tired and more tired and brain fogged. And it really got to a point I couldn't even talk straight. Always losing my words and whatnot. I don't know if it was a symptom of being hypothyroid. I didn't look it up, but it was probably definitely a symptom of being tired. So finally got a hold of the clinic, got my prescription sent to the pharmacy, got the pharmacy to deliver it. Not yesterday, but the day before. So now on my second day taking it again. But it takes a while because it's literally been weeks without taking it. And I gained 15 pounds too. No appetite, barely eating, and still gained 15 pounds. So I'd like to say I'll never do that again, but I have ADD on top of everything. So hopefully that will be the last time I do that because it wasn't fun. 3 or 4 days. I'm already feeling a little bit better, but everything has to re-regulate and reestablish itself. Hopefully, I'll lose that 50 pound pretty quickly now. So long as, if my appetite comes back, I'll be careful with what I'm eating. And I should go back down to where I was. I just have a lot of things stacked against me to actually lose weight. With my thyroid and my PCOS and my ADD and other minor things. It makes it extremely difficult to lose weight. But if I can at least eat healthy, the weight is going to be a problem, but it's not going to be a dire state situation. You decided to come back? You decided to come back. So other than that, all we can do is deal with it one day at a time and cope with what comes our way the best we can. Bye, Missy. Ugh. Yeah. What is it, Missy? Oh, did I put something in front of the door of your cubby hole? I'm sorry. The one behind, the one over there is still open. Or do you really, really want that one? I blocked her little hidey hole. She's not happy. Purr, 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 purr. Well, the other one's your favorite, so I don't know why you're complaining. Noste? Noste? I don't know. I don't know what the accent on the O makes is supposed to make it sound like. I do try to stay positive. The bag o' day shawl that I've been working on is an easy stitch, but I get distracted, and just like I did with this, sometimes I go over a part without ball of yarn. Oh my god, that's kind of cool. Especially since my cat has a ball of yarn on my logo. But yeah, so yeah, with the bag o' day shawl, it's basically I keep going with the stitch I was doing instead of changing like I'm supposed to. Or I'll do a chain of 6 when it's a chain of 2. Or I won't do these right and make too many of them or not enough of them. Yeah, that's a cool name for a kitty. I like it. Oh, Rita. Oh, sorry to hear that. I'd say though the up your way the air is dry and cool. Does that help or that hinder it? I don't know. But I know the air is a lot cleaner than it is here, so it can't be a bad thing. You'd probably have a hard time down here when it gets hot and humid. Or right now with all the forest fires, too. I can't imagine. Yeah, it's like the old joke said. I woke up on the correct side of the grass, so I can't complain. Yeah, sea salt. Every day you get up on the correct side of the grass is a good day. There she goes, off to her little cubby hole behind me. She's gonna be happy now. Yeah, sandwiches are good. I approve. They're easy and they're yummy, especially when you have lots of fresh ingredients. Good homemade bread or bakery bread, probably up there, better than anything we would have here. Nobody here but us chickens, only 3 people. That's okay. Ooh, Not too many things are completed. I've made a reversible blanket, like a reversible shell blanket for my oldest. I have the very same blanket in different colors parked for my youngest because it's too warm. It's already getting big enough that it's too warm to handle. Um, I have to kind of go far away for the pictures because it was a while ago. So I've made a cardigan that was a crochet along for the make and do crew. Trying to figure out that it's kind of hard to work backwards. This cardigan for my youngest. I made this cardigan. It's called the Festival Cardigan from Yarn Inspiration. That's the back. I made it with Kobu, but I didn't have enough of one color. So I made it kind of a color block. That's the blanket I made for my oldest. And the one I'm making for my youngest is the exact same one, except that instead of the gray, it's going to be almost the same color as my couch. I don't know if any of you guys are into pop culture, but I've knitted this hat about 10 years ago. So that's me 10 years ago. I do not look good in that hat. But I made like three or four of them for some friends of mine. It's from a show called Firefly. It is weird sometimes when the simplest of stuff become pop culture because that hat was just in one episode of that show. Not that that show lasted very long because Fox sucks. And that's the cloister hat from Fiber Spider that I made too. Uh, yeah. Hey, I'm getting the hang of placing the image in front of the camera. That's a Bagode shawl. Well, actually, I have it near me. I can actually show you. It's almost within arm reach. Thank you, thank you. I'm still learning. I wish I had design abilities. That's one of Crystal's shawl patterns. Trying to figure out. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see the actual pattern in those colors. But what I did was I used a shawl in a cake and pound of love. Then I held it together, but it does have a lovely sparkly effect. I like it a lot. And I did the same pattern with a Mary Maxim yarn called Prism. And the colorway is Rainfall for this. And yeah, the colorway for the shawl in the cake was Namaste Neutral. And it's just white for the Pound of Love. And this yarn is just so soft and so light. Like I said, it's Mary Maxim Prism. So that's lovely. And it's the same pattern as the other one. And what else? I think that's pretty much everything that I have a picture for. I was kind of blown away. It was Facebook or on YouTube. I saw an ad for this cardigan. I think it's made with raffia. And it's, if you can believe this, it's a Dolce and Gabbana, and it's $1,900. And if you try to sell that at a craft show looking exactly like that, they'll bitch at you because you want $50 for it. Thank you. Thank you very much. The pictures of my shawl, and yeah, that's pretty much the first pictures I took of my makes. Yeah. She sent a new approval one based on my I think we have a winner. So that's what I've been making. I have a couple of other blankets that are parked. I have one that I started for my dad at least a year ago that I have to pick up again. That's a good. That one's a good way along, I think, once it gets cold, because it's long enough to drape completely over my legs. So I don't want to go into that in the middle of summer, but maybe I'll be able to give it to him for Christmas. And it's just a ripple blanket in browns and black and white. So it just goes from like a light beige into a dark, dark brown and black, and it's broken up by smaller. I probably have a picture. Scrolly, scrolly. Tootie, tootie, too. Okay, how old is that picture? Oh, it's here, so it's not that old. Saw a picture of me and I looked like super young in the little thumbnail, and then I blow it up and it's like, oh, yeah, I thought it was an old picture, but it's here, so it wasn't. Tootie, tootie, toot, toot, ta ta. Random singing, so I'm not boring. Here's a corner to corner blanket that I did. And the colorway made it look pretty interesting. Ah, there she is. It is a pretty good long way away, along. So that's the ripple blanket. And I have another corner to corner scrap gang. And that one is indefinitely parked. I have to clean my room. And all right, Rita, thank you for coming. I'm probably gonna drop off soon too. And go over to Carrie. If you want to go to Carrie the Yarning Elephant, it's not exactly a French invasion if somebody follows, but if ever there's a bunch of people in my live and someone starts a live, I'll send them over and it's going to be the French invasion. So everybody has their own term for raids. So I'm going to cut this off and I'm going to go say hello to Carrie. Yeah, she just got on. She either got on or scheduled it. I got the notification. I didn't notice if it's actually on or scheduled. Yes, Rita, have a safe trip and say hello to your family. And I don't pray myself, but I'm sure that anybody who hears your story will have prayers for you. I know that Julie does, and Amelia, I don't know if you pray, but if you do, um, I'm sure that you'll be doing that for them as well. So you will have my warm thoughts and positive attitude. So y'all have a good day, and if you're coming over to Carrie, we'll see you there. Bye.